All right, we are live. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are joining from the world. I'm just gonna make sure we're streaming and everything looks good. We are live. Yeah, awesome. Well, we're excited to have this live Q&A session today. We have Joshua and Ben with us for the next 30 minutes to answer questions around Video Agent. The public beta went live just a couple weeks ago. We're excited to hear what people think as they're trying it out. We're very excited about Video Agent. We're very excited to have Ben joining the HeyGen team. So I think before we get into some of the questions that people submitted, Ben, do you want to give us a little bit of an introduction?
Sure, absolutely. Well, obviously a huge moment for HeyGen to step into the agent era, we call it. I do think that HeyGen has been leading a lot of the technology and product innovations around content creation, and I'm personally super excited to be joining HeyGen for hopefully building out the next generation of how we all communicate, how we all build content for our businesses, for our stories, for everything that we need. A little bit of a background. Personally, I have been a product builder my whole career. I was an early product engineering leader joining Pinterest when Pinterest was less than 100 people. Spent 10 years there, was a senior director leading content and creators at Pinterest. After that, I started my own company, also a creative agent product company. We've been building something called an agent called Alisa. And after launching Alisa, Josh and I really believe that a vision for content creation, leveraging a partner like an agent and helping everyday people achieve their creative visions and achieve their business goals is what we believe is going to be true and has to be true. And we have the technology and the chops to make it happen. So decided to join HeyGen to lead the work and hopefully give you guys what everyone wants, a video agent product. Super cool to have shipped our first version just 2 weeks ago. I think it's well received. We are also getting a ton of really good feedback, and we're trying to address them as much as we can, as quickly as we can. And we will have our V2 coming out in a few months as well. So anyways, super excited to be here. Excited to answer any questions that people might have, and excited to be at HeyGen.
Awesome. Thanks so much, Ben. Joshua, since we're lucky to have you for the next 30 minutes too, I would love maybe if you could help maybe we have viewers who are new to HeyGen, maybe we have folks in the community who are really familiar with HeyGen and haven't tried out Video Agent yet. What does it kind of mean for HeyGen and for the future of video creation with the investment in Video Agent?
Yeah, sure. Thank you, Audrey. So, and welcome, Ben. And so my name is Joshua Xu. I'm the co-founder and CEO of HeyGen. And there are 2 steps in HeyGen's master plan to achieve our mission of make visual storytelling accessible to all. Step 1 is to replace the camera. That's why we build a human-centered video model, enabling the hyper-realistic avatar version, so that you don't need to hop on the camera anymore in order to create a talking footage, talking video. And the step 2 is really try to take a leap from that. Instead of a talking video footage, we want to create a finished video for you. And as we all know, editing is still very complicated. Learning editing software requires a lot of time. And actually also editing the video itself also is very time consuming. And we think AI can do all that. And AI at least can help a lot of all that in terms of like getting the 80% there and proposing, a framework of the video structure out there. And that's the simple idea behind Agent. We want to enable the editing for everybody. Which doesn't require us to learn this complicated software. So hopefully that gives everybody a sense about what Video Agent means for us and what it's the experience we're trying to enable.
Awesome. Thanks, Joshua. So we have some pre-submitted questions, and for anyone who's with us live at community.heygen.com, you can submit questions in the chat. There's a Q&A tab. It's easiest for us if you put them in the Q&A tab. And we also have lots of kind of pre-submitted questions that we can go through too. And maybe I'll go into what this first question we have from James from Sarah Creation, pre-submitted, kind of around control of Video Agent. How much control do you have with Video Agent today? And how much of that is kind of the agent doing the work for you?
Yeah, that's a great question. Joshua, feel free to chime in after, but obviously our video agent, we call it the V0, right? It's still very early. And right now we are trying to have the video agent do as much as it can do for you. But the quality we know is only at maybe like, honestly, maybe 60, 70%. And a lot of the manual work still needs to be done by you and by the users, and maybe directly editing them in our AI studio, or try to work with our agent to do more. We are actually, as we speak, rolling out a better control and better editing capability within the video agent right now. But I'll just take a quick step back, from what we have today to kind of where we really hope that we will be getting next, which is, I personally really believe that the creative process is always a very iterative process. We all have ideas on where we want the video to go, or like how the video should be. Video can be like 30 seconds, 1 minute, or 5 minutes, right? But in your head, you already have those ideas. But it's really hard for you to like describe that idea in like a couple words and expect the agent to actually just like do it all, right? You probably don't expect the agent to actually be able to do that. But I think that the creative process is iterative, just like how, sorry for quoting my Pinterest experience, like a lot of the users use Pinterest to design the products, design their weddings, design their homes. And what they do is that they actually look at hundreds, if not thousands of, creative directions. And they then work with, the tool to dive in. And that's kind of where we believe agent will start to help you do as well. It'll not only present you a hopefully good enough outcome, but also give you options, give you creative ideas so that you can iterate with the agent to get to exactly where you need to get it to. So that's kind of our vision of how the video agent will support you. And a lot of those control will be rolling out in the next couple of weeks and months. And we'd love feedback. What kind of control you care the most about? What kind of tools that you would want the agent to be able to use? Let us know, and we're going to try our best to figure out the best way to give it to you.
That's great. Yeah, we love feedback. Anyone who's been part of the HeyGen community knows you can definitely post in the forum. You can submit feedback in the product. You can reach out to us. That's going to definitely shape the future of Video Agent, I'm sure.
I do see one quick question on people saying that they're on the basic plan and don't know if they have access. I do think that we give access to everyone right now. I think you can try, 15 runs of the video agent for free, I believe. Just go to the sidebar. There is a video agent tab, and everyone can try there. If it's not there, let us know. Then that's a bug. We should fix it.
Yes, awesome. Love that. Yeah, definitely try it out. And I know there's some community prompts in there, right, that people could test out, adapt for what they need to kind of get started.
Yep.
All right. There's some questions. There's some questions around kind of what it can do today and future features, and maybe you can speak to kind of roadmap vision. I don't think we can commit to anything right now, but people are curious around Video Agent in the API, and then another question also around Video Agent interacting with your product. So if people are creating maybe social media videos or promotional videos for their product.
Yeah. I can quickly start, and Josh, I think it's important for you to also kind of share where you think the product will go. But just quickly answering those two questions, I'll just say directly right now that I think that our agent is not at a place where an API product would make sense yet. But if the quality gets there, we might release it as a API. But we'll keep you guys posted. And from interacting with your product perspective, our agent actually, we have been building capabilities where the agent can read your product websites or understand the media that you upload. So 100%, like we want to allow agent to be able to build like product placement videos, et cetera. I think it's probably already something that we can do, but something that we will continue to make better. So those are just like two quick answers to the specific questions. But yeah, Josh, anything you want to add on where we're going?
Yeah, I think probably you touched on that a little bit. I think one of the direction of the product itself, we're evolving the video agent to be more agentic, meaning it will be able to take in more, diverse requests, a different type of prompt, having different capability out there. And today we have intentionally just limited the output of video agent to be only, kind of like a set format of the video. However, it certainly can do way more different things. For example, having the avatar holding the product with 10 different poses in 10 different backgrounds, and generating a batch of 100 different videos with all those different product, different background, and with a couple a dozen of different scripts for A/B testing, things like that. And I think that is definitely one direction we are moving into. So, like being said, I think the current priority has been really focused around the quality itself still, and more agentic and more automation would be something quite interesting for us to tackle next. And particularly on the API side, at some point it would definitely be on the roadmap. But like being said, there's still some stuff we need to clean up on the quality side. And I think speaking about API, the thing I personally feel most excited about is the automation of video. And automation is not a new terminology, but it is a new experience for the video creation. And we have never actually experienced what does it mean in our workspace and professional life look like if we can automate a video. And we often talk about automate email. We often talk about automate some document writing, things like that. But I think agent could be really help to bridge that gap and help to automate some of the videos. And so I think that hopefully that give everybody a sense about what we're thinking about the next.
Yeah.
Nice, that's great. I saw a question kind of related to that. Of what are some of the best use cases you see today for video agent? If people are looking to try it out, what would you encourage them to think about it for use cases today?
Yeah, I'll start. Obviously, a lot of we built the video agent to initially cater to a lot of the common use cases that people use HeyGen for. I'll just like start with one of them that I personally am a huge fan of, which is explainer videos, or I actually sometimes call them infotainment. So it's very informational, but also a good entertainment in a way. And I saw people saying that the B-rolls are actually good. It is we call it actually internally we call it concept engine. And it actually helps you build these like motion graphics and build these like explanatory like infographics that kind of weaves into your avatar videos. And I think that those are the type of videos right now our video agent is actually quite good at. For instance, you can ask the agent to do an explainer video of what is AI, right? Like, what is, or have it talk about any like, historical interesting things that you want to create an infotainment content for, or internal education for, training video for. Those are good things to try with our agent.
Yeah, I want to add two more things. I think definitely explainer video was one of the very popular format people are trying.
Mhm.
And I think another thing is we are also seeing a lot of the people are using HeyGen to create a UGC ad, especially with uploaded product footage. And so we have seen a lot of use cases that when you want to create a product ad, especially when you have a footage of the product, either image or video, you can just upload that. I think the agent will automatically figure out what's the script and build alignment with the footage and the script. I think that one's quite good. I like that very much. And two things I want to say very interesting happening internally at HeyGen, how we use a video agent. Actually, three things. One is that we have already like composed all of our weekly updates, internal communication, from a document or email to a video format. And now, we pretty much just use video agent to, just put the entire document into video agent and use that as an internal communication format. And I personally have been loving it. It's just more efficient, more engaging as before we need to read the document. The second use case I saw from internal is that on HeyGen there's an automation workflow shortcut in our app, offering. In that app is actually the way that you can set up the automatic video creation based on the video agent. So you can either specify a prompt, let's call it, hey, I want to get an update about the crypto market every day in the morning, 8 a.m. Create a video, summarize that for me. And then you can create a feed for you to consume those type of information. As before, you have to kind of go to Twitter or go to the news website to really browse them, but the agent can kind of does that for you and deliver that to you in a video format. And the last one would be we also have an internal Slack bot, which is also very cool, where you can use a chat bot to just have a conversation with that, to create a video. I think people also have been also using that. So just want to share a couple of additional things we are seeing from internal.
Yeah, imagine that your team meeting actually. I have to really echo that. Imagine your team meeting actually starts with a 5-minute co-watching with your whole team about all the updates that everyone is making. It was super engaging, and but everyone gets all of the information needed from sort of what happened with the team last week. Yeah,
That's great.
Yeah. And maybe, Audrey, I want to jump in with a question, maybe, but we don't have to take up the time here. I personally have seen internal communications a very good use case and had a lot of potential when we enable this video automation. I'm actually curious from the audience today. I know you guys are all coming from different background. I'm actually very curious to learn about, do you resonate when I talk about that use case? What are the potential things that you will be thinking about internal communication could be enabled by HeyGen? If you could just type in the comment, so I can check out later. Thank you very much.
Yeah, that's great. Yeah, please, let us know in the chat and we'll take a look at it later. We have a post in the forum as well about Video Agent. You can leave feedback there and comments there too. We have it's a great conversation. I think really good for people to think about how to use it. Internal updates also. Yeah, if you haven't made a video of yourself speaking multiple languages and shared it internally, definitely do that. I always tell people that's a quick wow. And bringing an internal update in video instead of a written document is a really, really great way to try it. Start thinking about what you can use with video instead of just a written format. We have a couple questions about Video Agent relating to localized or translated content. A lot of people use HeyGen specifically for localizing their content or multilingual. Does Video Agent support that today?
Yeah, great question. Well, first of all, I do think our Video Agent support different languages. I did see, and I also actually got some feedback and bug report on our agents skipping some of the different languages. it is something that we would love to look into. So you all can always find me and email me at bin.liu@heygen.com. And send us like any information that you have with the issues that you run into. So I'll just quickly say that, when you type in your script or type in your request for the video agent to make something in a specific language, and if the video agent doesn't do that, that's not intentional. I think the video agent is supposed to do that, and then we will fix those issues. And so obviously also from a quality and roadmap perspective, we wanted to be able to support multiple languages. So that's one. The other is that I know for HeyGen as a whole kind of platform and product, one of the things that people loved that HeyGen is able to do is turn a video from one language to a whole other language. We call it video translation. That's not a direct capability currently that the agent has, but it definitely will be a capability that the agent will adopt. And so we'll keep you all posted on that being available. But before that, feel free to use the video translation feature or shortcut in HeyGen.
Great. Awesome. There's a couple questions around, I think this is kind of future vision for agent around what might it be able to include and kind of complexity of videos around advanced features like auto-generated animations, charts, flexible camera transitions, kind of advanced features like that.
Yeah. Josh, you want to start?
Yeah, I can add a little bit to that. So I think before getting into sort of like a little bit on future looking, I want to share a little bit about what's our point of view when we look at the video. We always look at it into two different components. One's A roll, the other one's a B roll. A rolls being the avatar, the human, the spokesperson component. The B rolls include all the B roll, background, asset, and element, things like that. So on one hand, which is the A roll, we are certainly there's a lot of very exciting work going on to improve the quality, dynamics, and control. In fact, we are actually going to have a new version of the avatar that have a camera angle control. You can just specify that at the prompt. That's actually very cool. I'm very excited about that. It will be available probably in a few weeks. That's one. And obviously, more realistic version and improve the quality along that. And I think all the editing capability would be actually part of the roadmap, but I think it just depends on when we can sequence those items.
Yeah.
And I think one thing being mentioned earlier resonated, with me when I try to think about what I want a video agent to do for myself, and hopefully I want to share that. Essentially, I'm more thinking about there is an actual video editor sitting right next to me, and the way how I would interact with the video editor, or even the video editors at remote, I'm going to email that person, and what I would actually share with them, including the video style, the video footage, and things like that. And then after a couple of days, he or she send back the first version of the video. What are the conversations that I will have the editor? Or maybe I want this title to be a little bit bigger. I want this scene to be shorter, things like that. And that would be kind of a North Star, what we are trying to build. And essentially, as long as a human editor can do, and we really believe the agent will be able to do it, and we want to mimic that exact same behavior, because I think that's just a more natural way for us to communicate as a human, and that's kind of a North Star of what we're trying to build.
Yeah, I would just really quickly add on to exactly what Josh said, and all these feature requests that you wish the video agent can do in the future. I think it's really about it's almost, you can think of it in a way where we are building an agent that we're going to give it more and more tools that it will start to learn how to use, and then gradually it'll learn to use them to accomplish a lot of the visions that you had. An example, like asking if the agent will be able to control camera angles, if the agent will be able to do advanced animations. I can't right now say that yes it will, like when, but you can imagine that we are constantly adding more tools for the agent to be able to use, and those tools will hopefully be useful for you. And it's almost like the video editor that Josh was mentioning is just learning new things to do every day. And then you are actually working with this editor, and this editor is actually ever evolving, and you can always work with them and deliver your creative vision that way. So yeah, keep you guys posted on every single new things that we'll add to the agent.
That's awesome. I think we just have a minute left here. I'm just going to share my screen quickly to show folks. If you haven't tried Video Agent yet, you can find it here in HeyGen, and you can start with your prompt. And then below here is all these community prompts. And this is a great way you can click on one of these and see what the prompt looked like. And you can actually use the prompt and adapt it. So that's a great way you can browse these community prompts here. If you want to see examples, we saw some questions of folks wanting to see examples. This is a great place to see those. And then additionally, yeah, please do share them in the community forum. If you have examples and you had a great output, or if you had one that you have feedback based on, post them to the community forum, send them our way. We'd love to see it. And we're just about time. Any final thoughts, Ben or Joshua, before we wrap up?
I guess I'll just say that, like you guys saw on the UI that Audrey just shown, Video Agent is still in beta. We might make more changes. We'd love to bring a lot more to you. And in the meantime, we'd love to just hear from you. Again, I'll just type it in the chat. Feel free to email me here, and love to learn what you want, what you currently do with it, what the problems that you run into. And generally, we'd love to talk and learn from you, and then hopefully make our product better.
Yeah, want to add a quick thing. I think building the video agent has been a very rewarding and amazing experience, and we know what it takes to get there. It also require a lot of feedback from you, and I think we really appreciate if you can share more feedback with us, and the thing you like, the thing you don't like. And I would personally be especially interested around learning about your use case. And if you have developed some workflow, please let us know, and we'd love to learn more about it. And on one hand, just like curious, we're just very curious of how the different users are using it. Second, we might be able to do a little bit more to help you to integrate the experience more smoothly. Yeah.
Awesome. Sounds great. Well, thank you both for joining today, Ben and Joshua. Thank you to everyone who tuned in live. The recording will be available at the same link just right after this session. And we can't wait to see what you create with Video Agent.